Let's take a look at this question. Let me show you how to solve a problem like this. When you see something like this, you don't need to run. It's very simple. Very simple. This cut across this. So what do we do in case like this? Let me show you. Now we have what we have is root root 400 plus root 25. Okay. Everything is divided by what? The cube root of 125. Okay. Now there's something I want you to know that for this one, for instance, the cube root, this very one, the answer is actually 5. And I will tell you how it's 5. Why is 5 is that, uh, let me put it aside so that what I'm saying is that, okay, what I'm saying is that the cube root of 125 equals to 5. That is, what number, when you see cube root, what number can you multiply itself by 3 times? 3 times to give you what? 125. That is the meaning of cube root. If it is fourth root, the same method. Fifth root, the same method. So for, if nothing is here, that is square root, have it? Square root. That shows that the number must multiply itself by 2 times to give you this. For this time, we are dealing with cube root. Okay, and let me explain the reason why how we got 5. This is it. We are saying 5 multiplied by 5 multiplied by 5 equals to 1. Okay, equals to 125. Okay, so now let's go back to this. Now, when we come here also, you find out that the square root of 400 is what? How many, one number will we multiply? You know there is 2 here, but in square root we don't put 2. This is already square root. Okay. So one number is that will multiply itself 2 times that will give 400 because this square root. That number is actually 20 because 20 multiplied by 20 equals to what? 400. So therefore, square root of 400 is 20. Okay? So do the same thing. Now let's go back and apply this knowledge. So I have, let's come here. Let's deal with what is inside here first. What is inside here? Forget about it big. This bigger one. Now this bigger square root. So I'll still leave my bigger square root. Now square root of 400 is 20, right? What of the square root of 25? That is fine. Because the number that will multiply itself 2 times that will give you 25 is 5. 5 times 5 is 25. Now all over 1. We already know that here is 5, okay? From what we did here. Now let's move on. Now we have 20 plus 20 plus 5 will give us 25, alright? 25 over what? 5. Now, the square root of 25 is actually 5. All over what? 5. So our final answer is actually 1. Just simple as that. So when you see question like this, do not panic. It's simple. It's very simple. Tackle it one after the other. Okay? So now that you have understanding, you should not spend up to 1 minute to solve this question. 1 minute is even too much. Within 30 seconds, you are done in service. Thank you for watching. Please do well to share, like, and make your comment. Bye.